Fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
A gain of 11.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, the Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in. But the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
By Reggie Ragland.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Leonard Fournette, 76 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
For Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of
his first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check. 30.
From the 27, Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Tight go. Go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Rager, incomplete.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Switzer. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Miles Sanders, second-year man from Penn State. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. A strong running. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Switzer on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
7 at the 29.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, he gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
He's tackled at the 40-yard
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
A toss running left, Fournette.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And 8.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Throwing is Wentz. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Wentz. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Wilson's pass.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts,
It's a gain of
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
74.
Wentz now on first down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Fournette running out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it is.
Rashad Penny,
the Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
On the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
46 down, man. 5-4. Done.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Joshua Perkins.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Leonard Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taking
no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Circle round twice for the encore.
81. 3 down. Mike's 50.
Now Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old cop.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jannard Avery in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Wilson coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Right there. 54.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
In less than a yard.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Wentz now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
He was covered by...
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bruce Irvin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Leonard Fournette with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
At their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 8.
The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. This is Fournette. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
The ball carrier.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. There and an Eagle first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Jamal Adams.
In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go to 37. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. And watch the lane. Shoot. Check
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Great, great. Watch the slant. 49. Check 49.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Fournette on the toss to the right.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.